Gone ahead, I've put a couple clamps up here at the top. I've moved the skin to where I feel comfortable. Now, what I'm going to do, take my hammer and my dolly here, place the dolly underneath, like such, and I'm just going to give it some light taps. I don't want to kill it. If I kill it, I'm going to have a lot of body work. You can have body work regardless. But what I want to do, just kill it. I mean, that's how I do it. Okay, same time I'm pressing up, I'm hitting down. I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to softly roll over the edge. So again, I'll just show you how I'm doing this. All the time I'm pressing up on it, putting weight up in there. The idea here is you want to roll it softly so you don't screw up this face, because remember, you have a crease here. If you go crazy on it, you're going to screw up that crease. I mean, sometimes you get a little too aggressive and you will screw it up. I have an issue here because remember, I had a major dent, so I had to take it out. But I'm just going to continue that all along here. When I'm done with this side of the door, I'll go over to my next side of the door, then I'll start at the bottom of the flange. It's going to be the same idea. I'm just going to take it, press it up on there. Slowly keep working it. Just keep. Keep working the door. Notice it's coming out here. Just gonna do it like I said. Just gonna continue doing that. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and show you that all day. Who wants to be bored out of their mind? But that's basically how I do it. Gone ahead, I folded it over. Now, I added a clamp down here just to keep the bottom from bouncing. I've got this folded over. I've taken my time. I've gone over it. Got a pretty good seal in there. I've been careful, try not to screw up the back too much. And took this heavy hammer just to give it a quick fold over. Not quick, but a delicate touch with a heavy hammer, let's put it that way. And I finished it off with this hammer. And by the time I'm done, take the small hammer. And I'm just going to come in here with the small hammer. Come over and keep folding. Finish that all around. Let me get here so I don't get in your way here. Bring it in. What I'm trying to do is get that nice and tight. Now you can see there where I had the dent, I still have a little bit of an issue. Well, to work that better. Now, what I'll do, I'll go to the other side, I'll do exactly the same as I did to here. Then, like I said earlier, I'll continue on. One thing about this, you better hunker down because you're going to be there for a while. As I'm folding over the bottom, continue to use my dolly. You want to keep cutting across that crease, actually knocking it down. If you don't use the dolly, what's in there is actually uneven, and I know if I go crazy on that, I'm just going to screw it all up. So I continue, I use the dolly, I'm sorry, I'm getting tired here. Press it in. Now right here, there's actually no skin. I got about 1/8 of an inch where it doesn't show here and here, but it gets tight there. So that's why I continue using the dolly, so I can keep taking that crease and folding it over. Because if I was just to smack that down like that, my issue, you may follow the frame, and then you'll have the door that does this in the bottom. So if you continue with the dolly, you got to be very careful not to deviate from it, because if you do, you're gonna have a really wavy bottom panel. And I know me, I don't want a wavy panel, because the less body work, the better for me. Okay, for now, I've gotten as far as I can with a flat hammer. I mean, I can continue doing this with a hammer, which I probably will, but it's hard because you got that flange and that piece in your way. What they have, it's a hammer, it's got a bend on it. To be honest with you, I'm not very good with this hammer. I don't feel comfortable with it. This is what they use. Guys who know what they're doing will kick that. I mean, they'll do a nice job. They'll put it right down. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to lay it down. I'm not going to go probably all the way down. I'll probably go back to the regular hammer. It takes a lot more time that way. But this way, this hammer is built intent here, so you can go in there without folding, without hitting this piece. As you can see, you come down with a regular hammer, you're going to be chipping out of the way, which I'll eventually end up doing. Or you can use this hammer. It's got that curve if you look at it. It's kind of flat. Now I'm starting to notice an issue here. Remember I said the skin was kind of small? Got a feeling this flange is too big, and unfortunately it looks like it might end up hitting the door. Take care of that. It's not an issue, not too big of an issue. It is a problem, but it's not too big of an issue. And I'll just continue. Now I'm going to use this thing. I'm not going to do a very good job with it, I'll be honest with you. Most likely I'm going to finish it off with this. But I'm going to take this and try to fold it off as much as I can so I don't beat the hell out of that door too bad. Okay, I've gone ahead. I folded it over, like I said. I didn't completely use that other hammer. I'm just not used to it. I went back with a bigger hammer. I'm going to use this now. I'm going to do, I don't like the way this is coming out. It's a little rough because I had excess metal there. So I'm just going to take my little hammer, put my dolly up there, and hear that ringing when I'm hitting it. That's what I'm listening for as I'm doing it, because I know I'm getting a good solid hit on there. It's going through the metal and onto the dolly itself. That's it. Now look down the line here. See it right there. I got a whoop-de-doo. So it tells me I need to either bring this in or bring this out. I'm thinking it's got to come in, which means I'm going to press here. I'm going to try to hit it down here. Take a look. I seem to get rid of most of it. Not all of it, but most of it. Kick the door up. Okay, still got a little bit of whoopie-doo right here. Too crazy. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, right there. I gotta. Oh, I know exactly what that whoopie-doo is. I forgot to fix that little bump that I had down 1/8 of an inch, which makes sense to me now. All right, not a big deal. I'll knock it out and go from there. Now, I didn't weld anything yet because what I want to do, I want to take the door, put it on the car. In case the door is twisted, it's not welded up, I can force it into place and go from there. Alright, I'll get back to you once I get the door back on the car.